What's happening, folks? Thirsty Thursday. We are running a little behind. Still waiting on Bobby to get in the house. So I figured I'd go ahead and start the show. Looks like we got a room full already. 30 people in here. Man. Oh, send it RC. What's going on? RC Flying Veterans. What's up, Fred? What's up, Will? Winston, Kingston. I tried to get it started, but so I hit the countdown video and I never hit start. I'm such an idiot. Michael, what's happening? Iron Mover, Lana Randall, Bastille Broken, Johnny Stansel, Matt Cook, P51, Josh Bunn. What's going on, guys? Happy Thursday. We got quite a few new releases today, man. That's kind of cool. CVO, what's going on, man? CVO got a tour pack for my bike yesterday. Super excited about that. Oh, I hear him coming. What you got there, buddy?
Got a little toy, man.
Oh, nice.
Got a little toy there, Jeff.
Nice.
Man, oh, man.
Well, welcome to the show. You know, I tried to start it on time, but I
appreciate you, brother.
I did the countdown.
Nice.
But I never hit go live.
Oh, we've done that before.
So I've been here talking to myself for like 3 minutes now.
We've done that before. We've talked to ourselves. How's it going?
It's another day in paradise, baby.
Man, were you getting a good rest? Were you sleeping or?
I was almost asleep. I was like, you know,
dude, that's some good. That is some good rest after you come home from work, and you're just kind of like in that daze where you're just kind of relaxing.
Saturday after the ride, I slept for 5 hours.
Oh, I bet you did.
I laid down and I was like, I'm just gonna take a nap.
Did you feel like you were like vibrating when you were sleeping?
No, I was good. I was good.
That's funny.
But I was like a baby. I was out cold.
Man, well, did Jeremy Stolt pop in here yet?
No, sir.
We got to send him a little invite. I don't know if he can get in here or not. What is going on, guys? How's it going? We got Turner One in here. I heard Turner One called you.
He did. CVO says the UMX sits perfect in a tour pack.
It really does.
I haven't even thought about that. I put a tour pack on the bike so I could put 2 full-size helmets in there. And a UMX would fit in there.
It is big enough to fit in there. I was
going
to
put the radio in the saddlebags.
Oh, yeah. You'd be good. Y'all should be doing some riding, man.
This weekend is the North Carolina Fallen Firefighter Foundation.
No, I'm saying like y'all should ride like to the beach and stuff.
Yeah, we will.
We'll trailer down there and then roll around. That'd be nice, man. It's a fun time.
Bike week is next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one, down at Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
I'm not going to that. No. I'm good.
There he is. Look at him. Let's see here. What's going on, man? Did it work? All right, we're gonna send it to you right now. All right. Yep. Stand by. All right, folks, we got a surprise. Dude, we have a lot of good things to talk about, man. I'm kind of excited for once, to talk about some of the things we got coming. A lot of new airplanes dropped within a couple of days there, Jeff.
2 of them dropped today.
2 of them dropped today, but a lot of people are like, another timber?
I don't know, man. That's a good looking
Another
bird.
Timber? I mean,
what's up with this?
They did the wood timber, then they did the foam timber.
Yeah, but look how pretty that thing is.
But it's 60-something inches, I think, right? So
it's 5'6".
They got a girl holding it, and it looks of good size in her hands. But I was surprised. For some reason, I thought it was foam. That's good.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. But yeah, we got 47 people in here. So guys, you guys are in for a treat. We finally got a nice little treat from Banana Hobby and Jeremy Stolt. The Aerofoam F22 is in here, guys. You guys are in a treat because, Jeff, we actually have a video of it flying.
Of the EDF?
Of the EDF flying, dude.
Nice.
We have it. So you guys have been waiting for that F22. Y'all are going to actually see it. It's going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
I saw the video, and this is like this is the video. Jeremy Stolt is testing the actual airplane.
Nice.
So it's in its testing phase. One of the things they do is they actually like test airplanes versus just come out and just release them to people with all their problems. Kind of like that little F-14 we've been seeing, right? They're trying to eliminate having any issues like that. But when you guys get to see this bird, and Jeremy's going to show you some of the things on it, it comes with a JP 105 EDF fan. And the thought that was put into it is so cool. Like they have this ducting in there where no air can escape. It's like the most efficient, most like air that you can get in this thing. No air is leaking out. You'll see it, Jeffy. You're gonna be like, holy crap, man, that's actually pretty cool. But in the video, you just need to remember that Jeremy literally was flying at like 40, 50%. He never full throttled it the whole time. So, he's very meticulous about how he tests these airplanes. And just so you guys know, Jeremy was testing airplanes for Motion RC back in the day. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know that until he told me. So he's been testing this airplane. They finally got it in the hands. And I guess he's had it for a couple of days because he told me when it arrived. And I'm like, cool. I can't wait to see the video of it. So, guys, y'all got to hang in there. We got 55 people in here. If you could do us a big favor, give us a thumbs up. That would be wonderful. But while we're waiting for Jeremy to get all set up in the background, Jeff, what do you think of that new release they had today? That timber.
Let's go ahead and share that page.
Let's share the page, guys. Let's take a look at it. We're going to see what you think. Jeremy, shut your message up there. All right. Yeah, it's going to be good. I thought you sent him something, didn't you? You did last time. But yeah, so we're going to take a look at it, and it's going to be pretty cool. I think that airplane's pretty neat. For me, it's not like, it doesn't do anything for me because it's just another top wing airplane. But the cool thing is it runs on 6S. So you can run it anywhere from 4, 5, and 6.
Cool. We'll watch the video real quick.
All right, here we go, guys. Got 60 people in the room. Let's check this out. We got to cut that music there. That's different, isn't it? Oh, Timothy, what's up, man? We appreciate that. So let's see here. We'll take a quick look at that and see what we got going on there. Let's see here.
Let me see if I can.
I see what you're doing. Man, appreciate that that $10 sunshine right there, Tim. Man, we really appreciate that. Let's see here. Man, I need to get on the good foot, and we got to get some airplanes. Wow, look at that. It actually looks pretty decent. I think a lot of people are going to buy this bird, Jeff.
Oh, absolutely.
I think a lot of them are going to end up getting it. Just looking at it. Let's see. What do you guys think, huh? Look at that thing. The good news is it's not small. Like, it's a good size. What is it, 59, 58 inches or something? So, wow, look at it compared to all the other ones. Interesting.
I like the 6S.
I do too.
How quick they got a storage for the rod in the plane.
Man, they're getting so good about that. You see how the wings just snap in there? The battery snaps in there.
I like the top hatch.
Top hatch, that's good too. The quality of the airplanes are so going up, and it's crazy when you see them. Let's see here. Man, it's got lights. You remember when
it's got lights?
But you remember when they wouldn't put lights and stuff like that? We're like, how put lights in it? Oh, it's got the little vortex thing.
You take those off.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, and you can put slats on there.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
That's very different. I like how they went about this one. They did this one a little bit different, didn't they? They a lot of outdoor feel to it,
What I haven't seen though is floats.
I don't see any, but I feel like it's coming because fly that thing over water and then not have floats.
It's like a tempting, huh?
Yeah, it's like because now at this point you're flying over water. We're like, wow, wouldn't it have floats, right? So let's see. What do you guys think? We're looking in the thing. Tim said, nah, he's gonna skip on it.
Oh, look, there it is.
There it is. All right, we knew what was happening. And look, you see now that they're coming with these, like they're coming with the floats now. Most of them are.
This is optional.
See, now the V3
sold separately.
That's a bummer. The V3 Hobby King airplane, the Tundra, came with floats.
Yeah, I think Horizon should include the floats with it.
It should. I mean, what is it? A couple bucks more? But that's not a bad looking airplane, man. That's not a bad looking airplane. So
Said
Ah.
comes with the optional float hardware.
All right, we got Stolt in the background. He's saying 1 moment. We got you there. Go take your time. Hey, guys, this is going to be good. We got 70 people in the room, Joe.
Nice.
Guys, y'all are in for a treat. We're going to talk about this F-22. We are unveiling this bad boy, and we're going to see, and we're going to talk about it. We got Jeremy in the bullpen, so we get to actually pick his brain and see exactly what his thoughts are on it. And we're not going to hold back, man. We're gonna find out.
Nice. Exactly
what that one's about. My RC says e-flite needs a new 80 to 90 millimeter jet. I would agree.
For $400, it should come with the floats.
Absolutely.
Well, what is it? $469.
But that's a good price, though, is it? I mean, that's a decent price.
I mean,
it's decent.
You know me. I'm gonna haggle the price all the time.
Yeah, but I think it's decent for what it is. Like 1.7 meter. Comes with 4 6S capable.
So imagine probably the similar power plant as the Cubs. Or the Cessna. Because they're 4 to 6S.
But not your Cessna. Not your Cessna. Your Cessna's got a monster in there.
It comes with AS3X. I wonder how come they didn't put the synopsis or whatever it's called, that new setup that they got.
That thing's like $400. They're not going to drop a $400 setup in an airplane that's about $400.
But that's as close. We've all been talking about doing a 2-meter timber.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got pretty close on it.
And I think they went with that size because they didn't want to go over, some price. They want to keep it nice and
I don't know. If it was a 2-meter timber with all the options that it's got, I'd have paid over $500.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I mean, you paid.
Yeah.
What's the old Cub is like five and some change.
It's like $560, $550 or something like that. So, yeah. I mean, now you can get that airplane for what, $400, and then you got this one back here for what, $100 and something bucks, $100.
Yeah, they're like $200.
Yeah, $200
bucks for that.
So you can spend what, another $180, a little bit more than that, and you can get this little guy right here.
What's the sticker say on it?
Sticker, $159.99.
$160.
$160 for this little guy, guys. Or you could save your pennies, save your money, and go get you that big one right there. Would you rather have this, or would you rather have that one? I know it's a dumb question, but it's a
all day. I'd rather have the timber.
Yeah. The only reason something like this would work is because, like, for instance, when I was down at the beach, I was like, man, I sure wish I had something to fly.
Yeah, but if you had that timber, you could have floats and you could.
It would be awesome.
Bounce on the sand with the landing gear.
Yeah.
Like, I personally, I like a timber. I know Horizon has.
I still got my red one.
They have like saturated the market with timbers.
Yeah.
I've had all of them from the original one.
Yeah.
I've never had the Evolution though. The 1.5.
I've got that one.
I've never had that one.
Dude, it flies great. So if it flies better than this thing, which it should because of the size, that's not bad. Winston Brown says the Balsa timber was $800 ready to fly. That's the new one that just came out, right?
Yeah, that's the Sportwood series.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Something about that just doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
The foam, I've got a trailer full of foam and a trailer full of Balsa.
Yeah.
I love the Balsa.
But the foam has its place.
The foam takes a beating, though.
It takes a beating.
The foam, you can, mishandle it a few times, and it's still going to do well.
Yeah, and I've seen you actually, glue the foam back.
And you can glue foam back together. Yeah.
Man, all right. Well, look, Jeremy, are you ready over there? Give us a thumbs up. Oh, wow. Okay. He's giving us a thumbs up. So, look, we got 46 people in here. So we are going to.
Didn't we just have 70?
We did have 70 in here. I guess
something's wrong with that.
Yeah, it fluctuates. But all right, well, guys, what's going on, Noons? How you doing, Michael? Let's see how he goes. Reverse thrust, safe. All right, well, guys, let's jump into it. We got him here. Let's see what this brand new, all been waiting for, Aerofoam F-22 EDF is about. Jeremy, what's going on, man?
All right, can you hear me well enough?
We can hear you. Okay. Man, look at this. This is the big reveal too.
Yeah, so this is the latest and greatest in regards to our 105 millimeter EDF series, which is pretty dang cool.
Nice.
This has been highly expected and anticipated by everybody. When we brought out the turbine version there, we definitely tried to get this out as soon as possible, but we wanted to make sure it was right. And so with that being said, we'd like to announce the 105 millimeter F-22 Raptor from AF Models and sold through Banana Hobby. So this is it, guys. This is literally the exact same airplane as a turbine version, except for the heart of it is now an EDF, which is pretty dang cool. So what does that mean? That means those pilots that are questioning whether or not they can get into turbines, well, guess what?
Yeah.
Literally flying a turbine, except you're flying an EDF, which is super cool.
That is cool.
Neat features about it, right? The standard things that we've been seeing with all the turbine versions, the jet just flies phenomenal. Depending on where you want your CG to be, obviously they try and have a nose heavy airplane on there. So that's some of the things that you've seen out there is that people are saying it's nose heavy. Well, that's kind of in design. A tail heavy airplane dies, but
right.
Heavy airplane may fly like crap. But anyway, so you got some adjustment options that you can do inside this airplane to your liking. You can fly with the internal controller, so you can make the airplane an 8-channel airplane if you don't use any kind of gyro that requires a switch or channel, up to 13 channels, which is pretty cool. And what do I mean by that? So if you use the internal distribution box, what'll happen is that your ailerons will be wide together, your rudders and your nozzle steering will be together, your horizontals will both be the same, and your flaps will be the same. So essentially, your distribution box is just a Y cable box. Okay, that was missed in our first shipment of them. So again, if you still want one of those and you're a first edition person, contact us and we'll get you that. However, our second edition turbine, it comes with those in there, and this one also comes with it too, so you have that option there. Now, if you don't decide to use that distribution box, you can go straight wires to everything, and you can do independent for everything.
So you can bypass it essentially.
Well, it's not bypassing; you just don't put it in.
Right.
And so it comes ready to be installed. So if you choose to use it, you put it in. Pretty easy, but pretty awesome on there. But what does that mean? That means that instead of having to buy a 14-channel power safe receiver, you can get away with using our distribution box. You can get away with using our external BEC.
Right.
And you can have a lot of fun with this airplane with a simple 10-channel receiver or 8-channel receiver and not worry about a thing. Which is great. So super awesome. So this gets a lot of the advantages that the small EDFs have, but in a larger scale, so you can have a lot more fun with a big jet. So
man, that thing looks huge. Would you standing beside it, man? It's crazy how big it is.
Well, why? Thank you. That's kind of a compliment. I'm a big guy. No, this airplane is actually a pretty big airplane. You're really going to like it a lot when you guys get your hands on there. For those that already have this airplane, they already know. And now this airplane, with it being an EDF version on there, that allows people that are unable to fly turbines in their fields, they now have the ability to fly this giant airplane. Those that can't get a turbine waiver or they don't want to, well, guess what? You're also okay to do this too. So big concern that we were thinking when we wanted this airplane to be done. We were like, we got to have good power in this airplane. It can't be sluggish. It can't be slow, and it's got to be awesome. And so guess what? AF Models has killed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely have killed it. And so what we've done with this airplane versus the other airplanes is this has what we call a through and through air ducting system in it. Now, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, the through and through ducting system now has complete ducting that goes all the way from the front of your intakes to the front of your motor without any gaps, and out the back without any gaps. And so there is nothing that's going to be interfering with your airplane in regards to getting that optimal performance out of it. And not only that, you're getting efficiency out of it, of your batteries, and that's what's going to be awesome. So I can't wait for you guys to show the video, and you'll be able to see. So I did get some full power in there, but the full powers are mainly in the climbs right before.
Yeah.
But I didn't do any dive bomb passes, and I didn't do any crazy, go. So I wanted to try and see what the efficiency of it was on a normal flight, because we didn't know how efficient this was going to be.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, I've been shocked. It's pretty awesome.
And you're a turbine guy too, so
I am a turbine guy.
How does it compare to with the turbines, I guess?
This is very comparable. It's probably a little bit slower, but you guys are going to be shocked. I'm pretty shocked myself. I didn't think it was going to be like this because I've flown the L39 and the T45 and the MB39 all with that, and it's night and day difference. The video is going to have to tell because my words are just going to say it's amazing. So I'm pretty excited for you guys all to see it. But again, the reason why we're doing this is because, you guys have all been on the hook for a little while since we released the turbine version.
Absolutely.
This is our way of giving back to you guys for being patient and waiting for us to do it right and make sure that you guys are going to get a good and awesome product. So thank you for that. I wanted to say that personally, straightforward. Thank you for being patient with us. We're getting closer and closer to getting them to you. But I need to run this thing through the ringer to ensure that you guys are going to have some awesomeness.
Right.
It's pretty awesome, but let's just make sure that we're not going to have any failures or anything. But you shouldn't have anything because this is the exact same setup, same servos, same landing gear, same everything as the turbine version. So we've already been running that thing hundreds and hundreds of flights.
Man.
And so that part of the airframe already figured out, and it's good. So we're just making sure your power system's awesome, and then we're going to try and make sure where CG fits best with the EDF version. And we're excited. We're really excited for this to be out there for you.
Any grass ops testing?
I got to find a grass ops option. That's the kick. So there's really not a grass ops option.
Me and Bobby.
Yeah.
In my area.
Me and Bobby.
Area. Yeah. Again, we're in your area.
I'm still waiting on the B1B.
So this airplane, so we want to have them as soon as possible. Okay, so we're promising as soon as possible. So if we do not get shipments in by then, by a set date per se, if we happen to get to Kentucky Jets in time, or to where you guys haven't received them or that they're not available, we will have this at Kentucky Jets to be able to show it off there too. So that's the next big event we'll be at with this. We'll show the turbine version and the EDF version. Stay tuned for videos when we get a shot because we're going to fly both of them together and we're going to show some comparisons in flight. I think you guys are all going to like that. The video we're going to show is going to show you a lot on the airplane. But again, just understand I was the maiden flight and second flight after that, I was still trimming and I was still trying to figure out CG on there. So,
well, look, man, we've got the video all keyed up and everything. You want to let that video fly?
Yeah, fly. Let that video go.
All right, let's let the good people see. You ready?
Sounds good.
Hey, Jeff?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's take a look at the video. Hey, you guys are in for a treat, man. You guys are actually watching this thing fly. This is his demo.
I did mute myself. Sorry about that, guys. Things that people are asking is, does it have thrust reversal? And the answer is no, because we have brakes. The airplane is average of 5-minute flight.
What size batteries?
2 6S5000s is what I'm running.
And getting 5 minutes of flight. That's crazy.
That's smooth.
So the efficiency is better than the L39, the T45, and the MB339. If you can't tell, this thing's got gobs of power.
And having two of them definitely sweet, man.
So I come across right here with full flaps on, and it's just still cracking like a fluid.
Is that the power line that get hit?
It is.
That is.
I've seen that power line before.
That's a very, very
man,
busy or well-known power pole.
Wow, Jeremy, that video says it, dude.
Yeah, so let's take a look real quick. I adjusted some things. Let's try and I'm going to pull the jet closer so you can kind of see a better look on there.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll bring the computer that way. So sorry, it's a computer doing this.
And you're getting a lot of questions too. So once you get all set,
I'll take a look at all those things. So there you go. There's the through and through system. Okay.
Look how it's not letting any air out whatsoever.
That's yours, by the way. I'm going to grab a Phillips screwdriver, and I'll take that top cover off real quick while we're talking or whatnot.
Yeah.
So here is the setup system, or the battery tray area. So
that's the biggest 5,000s I've ever seen. Unless that's just, I mean, that's a big
two of them.
What kind of battery?
Oh, they're in the back. I thought they were up front. I was like, man, they're right there.
Yeah.
So these batteries right here, your 6S5000s.
Okay.
I want to make sure you guys know this. I run XT150 connections.
Yeah.
And what I do when I do these 12S airplanes is I can just connect my batteries to each other. And then the other wires that are separate, I can go right to my ESC.
Right.
And I get rid of any extension load. So I don't have any extra extensions causing any extra load or heat inside that airplane. You see that, guys?
He said if you use their Y box, you can use an 8 or a 10 channel if you want to bypass it. Would you say a 13 channel radio?
13, yeah, 13. So right in there, I got an AR1010, AR10100T. Simple setup right there. I got a Cortex gyro because they're amazing. This is your brake and gear controller and door sequencer. This is our AF models BEC, which has your 2 battery inputs in there. So you got dual redundancy. So very similar to a power safe type setup.
But that's cheaper to run a 10100T versus power safe.
So $400 versus about, what is that, $100?
Yeah, it's $110 ESC. Yeah.
So pretty cool on there. So let me, like I said, I'm going to grab a Phillips real quick. I'll take that cover off and we'll show you again. So if you guys want to keep talking or whatnot.
Yeah, man.
If you want to,
reverse thrust, Matt.
I can't see any of them. So
hey, Stolt, are the wings a pain to take off?
No, they're not hard at all.
Okay.
So you got 2 screws on the bottom.
Okay.
Same as like the L39, and then it pops off with a quick connect.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Now some advice, right? You don't need a Hercules or Hulk the screws on this airplane. Why? You go too much, it's plastic, period. Just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
These don't even need to be fully tight. You just snug them. Very easy, and they're never going to come off in your flights.
Also, there's no vibration when you're dealing with, EDFs and stuff like that.
They don't have any problems with that. Same for your verts. Your verts, when you get the airplane, it tells you to use 25 millimeter screws, and then it says use 20 millimeter screws. This airplane comes with extra screws, extra hardware, like a whole complete extra set of hardware.
Really?
I recommend you grab 25 millimeter and use all 4 out of the spares and the 2 in the regular kit, and just secure those horizontals on a little better.
Right.
I haven't had anything come off. Every single Raptor that I've seen, that is the area of interest. That if it were to have a problem, that's where. So give yourself a little extra cushion there.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna hurry real quick. I'll take this off. This airplane is available in plug and play and ARC Plus. So if you feel you want to put a different system in there, you can go right ahead. However, I want to make sure you guys know that this through and through system is designed for a 105 millimeter setup.
Yeah.
If you go to a bigger motor setup on there, you might need to figure out how to manipulate that. But what we are trying to figure out is a way that we can get a larger system available for people to purchase and put in.
Right.
There you go. There's your system that covers all that. Wow. I'm going to grab this again, and we're going to show you inside of the actual
system. How much
system.
air you would lose if you didn't have that system and efficiency right there?
Can you see that, guys?
Yeah.
Look at how cool that is.
Got the ESC sitting right there, so it's getting like excellent cooling. So, man, that's
great. In. Yeah, the ESC sitting right in the middle there.
Man, I'm impressed.
Yep. Awesome, right?
Yeah, that really is.
See if I can try and show you down the intakes. Moving everything.
Man. Snow River says it's huge. I can't imagine grass rollouts are a problem.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to be able to show you down the intakes. What'll happen is stay tuned. We're going to add some photos and stuff on Banana Hobby on our YouTube, or not on our YouTube, on our Facebook.
Yep.
You'll be able to see some a little bit in-depth photos on there after we weathermark them because, well, people like our pictures.
Right. Oh, for sure. For sure. Hey, Jeremy.
Let me put it back on. And
one quick question, just from your opinion. Everybody's asking. They say it's huge. I can't imagine a grass rollouts are going to be a problem. What are your personal thoughts? And I know all grass
are. I don't necessarily understand what people think is considered grass.
Yeah, I think because it's hard to say. Yeah, it'll take off on grass, and then somebody's flying off of 3-inch deep grass.
So should it handle a well manicured field? Yes, should.
Yeah. We got 75 people watching right now.
It's awesome. Literally it's literally a jet, and not a single jet out there besides a couple actually fly off road in real life. So,
man,
there's got to be a little bit of reading into that. However, I would think that it's going to do decent enough to be fine.
You guys got to think about us poor folks who can't afford a paved runway.
That's right.
I'm poor too. I'm poor too. We all got together and made a field.
The companies that are building these airplanes got to understand that not everybody has pavement or access to pavement.
Yeah.
And we're the ones that keep companies afloat, unfortunately.
The best part about this is the bigger the airplane, the bigger the wheels are, even if it is scale. So
yeah,
I guess it works. You've seen people fly this on the turbine. They get it off the grass. It's not. I don't think it'll be any problem.
Yeah.
This has got a lot less nose weight in there. That's why I'm trying to figure out where CG's best fit. So we're adjusting some things around, but I think it'll do just fine. It's got more than enough power. Full flaps it if you had to, but I don't think that it's going to be a thing.
People are wondering, and see, a lot of these questions you may not be able to answer because you're in you literally, you're floated 5 times now, I guess.
So this has got 4 flights on it. And what do I mean by 4 flights? I've gone through a total of 2 sets of batteries. I've done 4 ups and downs. We'll just say that, right?
Right.
My first flights on there, I didn't have enough elevator and I plopped it good.
Gotcha.
But in those 4 flights, and knowing how I've been flying the turbine versions, it flies exceptional. I don't think that this is going to have any issues. The power system that's in these new Pro versions, the Hobby Wing 160 amp ESC and these JP motors.
Oh, they're great, man. I can attest to those.
They are great. So I don't think we're going to have anything to note as being an issue. I think that these are going to get assembled pretty quick and start getting on the way. Now, what does that mean? It means watch for a pre-order link when we create the pre-order link.
Right.
We want to get more flights on this, and then you're going to see a pre-order link. We'll let everybody know because we blast everything.
Right.
But and then get on your list. First come, first serve, just like the first edition Raptors. Yeah, there may have been a couple of things on there, but there was never anything that was bad that people are like, "Oh, this is the worst airplane." Everybody's been exceedingly happy out of it. So
now, what's what's it gonna cost? I know you can't answer directly because you got a testing airplane right behind you. So, but guesstimate,
So you got to realize that this is exactly the same as the turbine version. So I would expect that.
Yeah.
At least
it's essentially a turbine airplane with an EDF in there, literally.
So you're going to have an EDF, you're going to have a motor, and you're going to have an ESC, where normally a turbine doesn't come with a motor. So you got to think, where's your cost at? I just want to make a promise to you guys that we're going to keep it as low as possible because we know you want it, and we obviously don't want to take all of your money.
Yeah, please don't.
It's got to be reasonable enough that these have got to be made. So, I would plan on somewhere between the turbine version and the EDF version. Versions that are already out there, like L39, T45, somewhere in there. It's going to be somewhere around there.
Man, that's actually pretty good. Somebody asked a question that says, it's huge. It said it looks phenomenal, but thinking, will it fit in the back of a Prius?
Yes.
It'll fit in a Prius.
Mm-hmm. You got to take the wings off, but yeah, it'll fit there.
And they said, and the second part of that is, and a 400-foot grass runway. I don't know, man. That's not very long. It's not very big.
That's
400 feet.
Not a great option if you ever had issues.
Yeah.
Somebody will make a video of it doing it. Watch.
Yeah, for sure. Man, yeah.
And again, it all depends on your grass. I mean, if you got awesome grass, then 400 is not going to be an issue. You saw that gets off, and that's about 300 feet.
Huh.
So it depends. What you got? You got trees at the end of the runway,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know. 400 feet is not a lot to take off, but hey, it is what it is. Michael says, how much? My guess is $750. I'm guessing a lot well over that. For sure.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Well,
I'm not guessing.
750 is 80 millimeter to 90 millimeter range now.
Just the 12-channel Aerofoam L39 on there is $13.95 from Banana Hobby.
Just this motor alone, I think, is like $500.
Yeah, I think it's close around.
ESCs are about $200, so you're about $700 in just the motor and power system. So obviously it'll be less because you're buying it together.
And then $12 worth of foam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. I was thinking
in comparison to the $700 or whatever that was on there. But yeah, no, it's going to be worth every bit of dollar on there because the thing's big. It's got lights. It's transportable. Your wings can come off pretty easy. Your power's awesome. You can just put 2 6S's in there. We all run 6S's. You don't need to add extra.
It does have lights
or any of that kind of stuff.
It does have lights.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't see lights.
You got to plug those batteries up for us. You got to show us all the oohs and ahs. Got to see it. Oh, okay.
All
right.
Oh, I see him.
And I see him on the end. Okay, cool. What do they call this thing? Slime lights? Where
we don't have formation lights yet in airplanes. That would be something that we would like to get to.
Nice. Man.
The Chase been building them left and right, man.
Yeah. Johnny Sansel says $2,200 all day. Definitely not going to be that much. The turbine one is unless he's talking about the watts. I don't know. Hey,
I don't have my watt meter. I borrowed it to a guy, and he ended up torching it up. So,
Inrunner or outrunner, Jeremy?
It's the same JP that's been in there. It is an outrunner.
Yeah. Oh, they're great, man. They come balanced. You've had one.
Yeah.
Man, they're
90.
Yeah, out of the box, man.
Those of you that's had one of these know. You guys
best.
know how well they are. They're awesome. They're balanced. They don't have any problems. They have cool sound. I mean,
yeah.
They're awesome.
I've got a 12S 90 millimeter set up in mine.
Yeah. Yeah, see, so and another thing too is it being an EDF, you can easily upgrade the EDF to whatever you want to put in there. So that's nice to have that. What kind of watts do you think are pulling out of that system? You said you didn't know?
Oh, I don't know, but you got to think somebody's done this watt testing on all the L39s and all that stuff. It's all the same power system.
Yeah.
So that's not going to change unless you've done something different. Obviously, I got this clocked at the 15 degrees for timing, just like everybody else does.
That's about right. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I suspect it to be around like the 12 to 13, 14 range.
It'd be nice.
It would be nice. Hint, 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 hint.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice. That would make it very, very affordable for a lot of people. So, all right, Jeremy, you gotta turn it on and
It's got some power.
How did nothing in his room move?
They're gonna be in the back.
Did it move? Oh, okay, yeah.
My fans on my A10 are moving right now.
Man,
it's got some power. I'm pretty, like I said, I'm impressed with it. There's not a foamy out there in this model that is going to compare to it. So,
man. Now, do you have the free wing 90 millimeter one? Do you own that one?
Sure do. I got the 8S and the 6S.
Hey, can you bring it and put it on top of that so people can just kind of get an idea, or is that asking too much?
Oh my goodness! I mean, I can.
Hey, look, man, we're here to bring the people. These are things that they're going to want to see. So, in perspective, I'm sorry.
You'll have to occupy them for a minute. But,
hey,
Omaha Air Drone says, "Wait, are we supposed to move the time into 15 degrees?"
You can. You're not supposed to, but it's awesome.
Yeah, at 15 degrees, you just need to watch your motor temps. That's all.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
On really, really hot days, you got to kind of keep an eye on that. But the thing is, what that does is it gets you about an extra pound plus of thrust.
Yes.
Is that like adding NOS to it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Remember when I smoked that T45? Yeah, it was at 4. It was at 15. It got.
Hey, I'll be right back. You got to postpone for a second. You're going to have to drag it out. So go talk about some random weird.
Hey, man. Hey, we can do that. That's no problem at all. So,
all right, I'll be back.
But yeah, just so you guys know, if you want to, if you want to know more about those JP fans, go and look up JP EDFs, and you can actually get the statistics on it and the thrust that it's going to put out. And you can look at the thrust and see the weight of the airplane of that F-22 and the thrust that it's going to put out on 12S, and kind of give you an idea of what that power is going to be. But I can tell you this. That L39, the Airfoam L39 is heavy. I think it's like 16 plus pounds, and it has a JP 105, and it flew it, and it did extremely well. We got a video of that one, so you can go back and look at all those Airfoam airplanes that we have. They have the JP minus the V1 MB339. So I'm very confident that 105 will get it off the ground.
Yeah, hope so.
So, but you know, I'm pretty happy about that. So TJ, what's going on? TJ says sounds like speed, lots of speed. Yeah, I want to see.
Is he even in the country anymore?
I don't know, man. We can't keep up with TJ. TJ, I saw him. He was here for like 2 weeks ago, and then he was like going on a vacation, and then he's going overseas. Man, I can't keep up with that guy. Some people have it made, I swear. TJ's one of those. But let's see, Omaha, he says the timing should be set from the factory at 15, but most 160s are at 30. I don't know about that. Mine came in at around 5. 5 to 6 is very safe. But like I said,
Turn one said, is that a picture of TJ
when you
tennis?
change the timing, you really have to pay attention to the temperatures. If you're in the middle of summer, high timing's not good. So, but Jeremy's right. Higher the timing, the more spool up you get, more power. And this is cool because a lot of people don't pay attention to this. Remember where we had TJ and RC Pilot Will came out, and they changed the timing on the free wing airplanes, and they were like rockets. They were fast, man. So, just something, if you're unfamiliar with it, just know that you can do that. Let's see here. Just finished up the twin 40 millimeter e-flite F-22. Hopefully this weekend, maiden flight. Tim, that thing's awesome. It flies really good.
Yeah, real nice.
We've had horrible weather the past, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And so we haven't been able to even get in the air. So, it is what it is. Tim says, is that a picture of TJ playing tennis? He doesn't play tennis. He
He's a
plays
pickleballer.
Pickleball, man. That's pickleball. Mike Chappelle, he says, hopefully it's not sluggish in the air. Yeah, based off of that video we just watched, it doesn't look sluggish. And there he is. He's back. So
no way.
Yeah,
That's got to be the 40 mil. Yeah, that's the 40 mil.
Oh,
I was like, there's no way.
I saw what you did. That
There's
was
no
funny.
way.
That was funny. I was like, wait a minute. That's
You're
crazy.
like, no way. No. This is our 40 mil.
Okay, a little 40 millimeter. So that's the
We're
baby.
doing Raptor comparisons.
That was funny, by the way. And the wheels are of good size. Those are big wheels.
Oh, they're heavy duty JP stuff.
Yep. So I know for a fact that JP wheels will roll off of grass because that's everything that I have. Aerofoam.
Those are bigger than the L39 wheel.
Well, that's even better then. Okay, so that's the 90 millimeter right there, guys, and then that is the 105 right there. So much wider wingspan too. So it's an overall bigger airplane. So that kind of puts it in perspective.
Oh, tape stuck to me.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's size. So let's go all the way back to back. That's about where it's at, right?
Oh yeah. Wow, that does put in perspective.
I'm not cheating it, right? Let me roll it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's about even, right?
That's about even.
I don't know. The 90 mil looks a little far back.
But
That's what I'm asking. I want to make sure so there's
there
no,
you go.
no
Like
rebuttals of people.
By like 5 millimeters. Matt Cook says bigger is better. That's true. They all say that. John Brio says, I have the 110 millimeter Goshawk and the 120 millimeter Sabre from HST Jets, both at 15 degrees. Just watch your temps and you'll be fine. Yep.
So let's jump this one in there.
Look, it's an F-22 sandwich.
Yep. Oh, that's cute. So look, you got the baby, you got the mom, and then you got the dad.
Oh, another thing, guys. It comes with tanks standard.
Oh, nice. So they're already painted. Now, how does it fly with those magnetic? Are those magnetic?
These are not. We changed that.
Nice.
So they were originally magnetic. Now they are a bolt-on. So there's actually a pylon, a little eye loop that kind of comes down out of the wing. And that makes it so that these will never come off unless you want them to.
Can you hold them both up side by side?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, look, somebody asked. They asked if you could do it.
Hold them both up sideways. What do you mean by sideways? I need
Like
explanation.
this.
Put them
Like
on their
palm
nose.
'em.
Put them on their nose.
The airplanes.
The actual physical airplanes. He's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you guys are asking too much.
Hey,
All right, you clowns.
Hey, this is what you wanted. This is why.
Hey, here, let me add to my contribution. You ready? Here's my little F-22.
Oh, that's cute.
See,
Man.
look at this. We're all having a 22.
That's cute.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, everybody should have an F-22 in the hangar, man. They just fly good. They really do.
They
You know
flat
what?
spin inverted real well
Yeah.
with no battery in
Well,
them.
let me plug it this way, all right? I had a blast with this airplane for the longest time, right?
Hey, nose them towards us.
Yeah.
Nose them towards us. There you go.
So we can get a different viewpoint. Yeah.
Up. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. It's much bigger. It's much bigger.
I mean, it's all depends on what eyes you're looking at.
If you look
To a man's eyes or a woman's eyes?
to a man, there you go. He's right, though. He's right.
Well,
To
anyway,
a
I'm
woman's
gonna
eyes, she's just going to be like another airplane.
because
Let's
it's retired now.
Yeah, man. I know. You know what's? I sold mine. I was
You
like,
can send it to me, Jeremy.
I said, what's the point of having the 90 millimeter when that one's being made? So,
Well, like I said, the 80 mil one, it was a great airplane for the longest time, but
yeah,
definitely fun.
man. Hey, look, now everybody's looking at their F-22s in their hangars a little bit differently. They're like, So, yeah, man, I love it, dude. I think it's cool. I honestly think that's cool. And
It's a big
wheels look great.
When I got the first one, when we got the first test, we pulled it out of the thing. I could not believe how big it is.
What kind of ground clearance do you have right there? You think about 3 or 4 inches? What are you looking at?
I can get my whole fist underneath the jet.
Okay.
There's the ground clearance.
Okay. So
A fist link.
Fist length. I'm gonna shimmy this thing.
there you go. Yeah. Well, that's it. Then that lets you know it's at least
measure, but it's outside too. So
yeah. No worries.
I'll take the 90, Tim.
Yeah. Hey, Tim said I just listed my 90 millimeter for sale. So there. Hey, look, we by the way, while we got some people in here, that maybe didn't see the video. Is it cool if we run it one more time?
Run away.
All right, guys, we're gonna play that video one more time so y'all can see it.
Send you guys some pictures.
Yeah.
Then you guys can show them too if you want.
Yeah, man.
If someone didn't see how well that was inside, I can do that, and then you can see the ducting too. We'll do that too.
Well, we're gonna run that video real quick so people can just kind of get an idea of it, and we'll return right back to you.
Sounds good. I'll send these to Jeff.
Uh,
All right, well, we'll do a bottom view and a top view because people wanted to know whether it had cheater holes. There's your bottom view. Not a single cheater hole in this entire airplane.
That's nice.
and let the people know what that means, Jeremy, when you don't need to do cheater holes.
That means you got power.
Yep, you're getting good airflow. You're getting enough airflow that you don't need to cheat.
So here's the top view.
Nice.
Jeremy, we got to get rid of the music man.
People don't like the music. Oh, that's messed up.
They should buy an airplane and then listen to it themselves.
That's right. That's right. Cody
No.
Carson, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy?
We like music. We you can still hear the motors. I mean, anything more than that, it sounds like somebody's out vacuuming a room.
Yeah, I agree, man. Dude, this has been really great.
Sorry if the music offends you.
Spanish Cop says we want to hear the jet. You'll make a special video without it so people can hear. But without the music, you're just gonna hear heavy breathing and you're gonna hear mouth.
Tyler back there.
Yeah, you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear
like
mouth.
So that's some of the
You're gonna
reason
hear
why
mouth breathing.
my son just he glues that camera right here, and then you can hear him going. Sounds like Darth Vader. So I apologize, but there's a reason to the madness.
No, man, it's awesome, dude, and you did a good job.
Oh, that's the other view. I wanted you to show. You didn't see the ducts in the back. We didn't show that.
All right. John Brio says, I've been hearing rumors about this for the past few months and just waiting. Have the JP's Hobby Fan and ESC waiting.
Oh, look,
on
they
this
even got
one.
the ducted all the way to the back.
Look at that. I told you, dude. Look, I told you. And
Through and through. That's
and
what
Jeremy, you were very influential with them making sure they did a good job of getting the ducting, correct?
The idea was to put some cheater vents on top here and then on the belly, and that just didn't fly well.
That's what they wanted to do, guys. So Jeremy made sure that they did it the right way.
Again, I want to make sure everybody knows. Okay, AF Models, they are the ones that killed it on this. They're the ones that did all the design work. We just came up with some ideas, and they were like, "That's a great idea, and let's do it." So
Yeah.
good on them. So
Now, Jeremy, now that we've seen this bird, we've seen it fly a little bit, and you're going to test it a lot more. You want to go ahead and tell us about any other cool things that are in the shuck that you may want to slip up and tell all the good people?
there's some more big things coming, but I can't say anything about them yet.
Yeah, don't let me get you in trouble.
747.
Yeah, we would love to see something very cool, but yeah.
Are you trying to say you want a big airliner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
Yeah, at least with 90s. You know, it doesn't have to be 105s, 90s.
Yeah. Like, it would be cool to see something.
Again, we asked last time what people want. I jotted down the screenshots, and we sent it up for some ideas. We'll see what we get. There's a lot of good ideas out there, but I want to be honest, there's a lot of bad ideas out there too. But
yeah, a lot of people want airplanes that they personally like that probably wouldn't sell good, that may not fly well. So, yeah.
look at how to be able to sell, because the more we sell, the more we can make more airplanes. So
Yeah.
the key. So
Yeah.
you may not like an airplane that time, but you may like it the next time. So buying those planes you may not have liked essentially will help pay for the ones that you will like. So it's a big circle. So
You got Cody Carson says we all want a B-52. Look, I'm going to co-sign with
if I could get a B-52 going, man,
or even a C5, C-17. If we can get any three of those right there, I can be a happy man.
Tyler Perry did it.
Tyler Perry's got millions to blow.
So do these people.
You got millions to blow on airplanes?
Not Jeremy. The company has the money.
He's looking in his wallet. Yeah, his looks like mine.
What?
Yeah.
That's a Merce, man. There ain't no wallet.
all I've got is a FMS F86 fin.
That's funny.
That's a Merce. That is the biggest wallet I think I've ever seen.
You said that's a man purse?
Oh, that's just
No.
a wallet.
Look how big that is. Look,
Jeremy, that's big, dude.
Jeremy.
Look. Now we're
Look.
all.
here's mine.
Here's mine.
Look, one-handed.
Yeah. What's
What mine's got to have in there is it's got to carry coins.
Oh, you got some challenge coins in there. Man.
That's what I've got to carry.
That's cool.
Bobby's wallet's bigger than mine. Look at that.
No, it's not. Look.
See? Look.
Now we're measuring wallets. That's what we're
Hold on, well, let's get down the side.
What happens?
we've come to measuring wallets now with the
I'm gonna say this show is taking a turn for the worse right now.
It's time to go. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Hey, look, Jeremy, man, we've Jeff, did we hit all the highlights though of all the other airplanes that came out?
We missed the 339.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
an Easter egg out there that I saw on the FMS page.
Yeah, you know what? There is an Easter egg, and it's in it.
Is it a 105?
No, should we crack the Easter egg and just? I think I know what it is.
Because I was pretty shocked that they would drop that back there.
I think the Easter egg showed. I'm just gonna
Big A10?
No, I think it's another J10, my friend. Now you know who else dropped the J10? Motion RC. So now you have an FMS J10, and now you have a Motion RC J10. So I don't
the egg drop.
I don't know how that's going to work out, but having two of the same airplane out in the market is never a good thing.
Are we talking about FMS model, that page?
Yeah, I think so. Or if it's a Facebook group, you might have to do the legwork and find it, man.
I get kicked out of Facebook groups because I voice my opinion.
Yeah. Well, freedom of speech is not always accepted sometimes. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, guys, we didn't even talk about this. Switching gears. We dropped a video of the HSD F86 speed trials, and that went really good. Yep. So what'd you say?
I just sent it to Jeff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he sent you it. So
that thing?
Yeah. That's the J11, I believe. That's the J11. It looks like a J11.
Still,
yeah,
still pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
J11's in front. Look behind.
Doesn't that look? It looks the same. Matter of fact, look, I've got it. You can go onto their page and see it. It's on there.
In blue.
Yeah. So they dropped that one. Very interesting, man. So
what else? There's an MB339 composite or redo.
Yeah, $3,800.
Yep. Aramachi MB339. It's a 60 to 86 Newton. That's funny how they do the 86 now that King Tech has changed it to that. And they now have it in the Aramachi MB339. So that's been all the pretty changes, man, that's been going on this week, man. It's been a very eventful, but I think the most eventful thing that I've seen is, and I've been super stoked about, is that one right there. Man, we've been talking about that F-22 forever. And so the fact that we actually get to see it, and not only did we see it, Jeremy, you graced us all with the video, man. That's stellar. We super,
and that video is not the greatest, but it's what we got out of the first little glimpse of flying it, and I wanted to share that with you guys and make sure that you guys had some good to go. Again, it was us doing an appreciation for you guys being patient with us. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, and when this thing comes available, buy now.
There it is. So there you have it, guys. Hey, look, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you guys enjoyed, being able to see the video, and Jeff, what's that thing doing that? Man, that thing, it's so weird. There it is. Yeah, and being able to see that with,
because I got light shining down on it's reflecting off my bald head.
Oh, dude.
See, look.
Well, look, mine's bald too.
Maybe not.
Look,
maybe not.
There you go.
Now we're all bald. Now we're all blind.
Man, who needs hair when you can shave it off? Like, it's so overrated.
Place.
But let's see here. And it's low maintenance too. Let's see here. But yeah, man. One person asked, does it have servoless retracts? I believe it does.
Absolutely. JP standard retracts.
Yeah.
If you want, real quick, I'll hurry, put up on a stand, powered up. We'll get the gear up and down.
We can watch it real quick. Go ahead. We've been rolling for an hour as well.
Give you guys all the glimpse.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not?
See, but I got these weird wrinkles in the back of my head.
Oh, dude, I can do that. I don't have them in the back, but I can do that. Look, I can do this. Look, I do that all the time. My wife's like, "Stop it! It's so gross." I'm like, "Don't be jealous."
This is the one I don't like.
Oh yeah, you've got that one back there.
That
I don't
fat man
yeah,
roll.
I don't have that.
I got the fat man roll in
But
the back.
look, because I wear hats all the time, this little area right here, I get sunburned there. So it looks like I get sunburned, and I have like a U back there. So it's darker than what my actual head. It's ridiculous.
All right, here he goes.
Bald head guys.
All right.
Problem. Sorry, guys.
All right, guys.
Back on cue.
Fold them up. I gotta go to bed. It's past my bedtime.
Nice. Oh, that's smooth.
It better be $1,500.
Yeah, it ought to. True. Very true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds, 7, 8 seconds. That's nice. And it's got brakes on it too, guys. So
absolutely no need for thrust reversing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hot dog, man.
Well, there you go, guys.
Well, look, Jeremy, we certainly appreciate you, man. We're going to cut you loose, and we certainly appreciate everything you've done and bringing the airplane and releasing it on our show and taking the questions from everybody. You know, let Carrie know we appreciate it, her as well. And
absolutely, again, it was a pleasure being here, guys.
Hey, and we really appreciate you guys giving us one of those for free and also donating a couple of B1Bs to Jeff.
Yeah, I'll take a B1B.
Yeah, so yeah, we really appriote all that.
You've got 5. You don't need
all
5.
that you're going to donate to us and to golf.
6. Okay, you've got 6.
Yeah,
so what you're saying is you're going to have 5 because
Yeah.
you're going to send me one.
Yeah, and we're all going to share those. We're just going to give them out to people.
We need the lend lease program. Me and Bobby talked about that.
We got some good stuff. But anyway, like I said, mentioned earlier.
He's ignoring me.
He just dismissed.
You know what? Bye, Jeremy. We'll see you next time. Thank you for coming on the show. And deuces.
Oh man, terrible. Oh, I can't.
Bye,
do
Jeremy.
like that. Hey, see you guys. We appreciate you. Have a good night. Happy Thursday, and go fly.